Good road win. Thought it was going to be a tough game, and it was as far as physicality, and but I thought we took the challenge tonight. I think the biggest thing was winning the rebounding game. I think 53 to 40. So I think that's where, and keeping them off the free throw line. Brunson 3 for 3. We did a good job. I know he had 36 points, but when you limit his free throws, I think you got a good chance. So total team effort was good outing. Well, Chris is rolling. I mean, like you could tell he felt good out there. He was aggressive. And when you see a player like that with his skill set, you just try to leave him out there, try to feed him, and he was huge. We needed him. I thought that was one of his best games that he's played, and he's played some really solid games. But, I believe he had 5 assists to go along with it, scoring the ball. So he played a complete game, and defensively I thought he was solid. And, he was switching on to Brunson, switching on to Randall at times. I thought he did a tremendous job. So Chris was huge for us tonight. Again, his energy, just his effort, the way he impacts the game in so many ways. The offensive rebounds, the stretching the floor with his corner threes, and we could throw it in the post, and just fighting his grittiness on the defensive end. So, when the starters are rolling, and then you throw in BP to continue, maintaining the lead and maintaining our momentum. BP is the best at it. So I thought he did a tremendous job. I thought Cam came in. I thought our bench was solid. Cam came in, defended, ran the show, hit a couple buckets there. It was just good to see him. I thought, he's been playing well. Last game he had 4 assists, but just haven't been shooting it well. But I thought tonight he had it going for us. And I know it's tough for him. He's playing behind Dame. It's limited minutes, but, he's a veteran. I thought he did a great job of kind of working those minutes. I thought Dre came in, gave us some second chance opportunities. So those, you can't ever undermine those type of plays that Dre makes. Just tipping it out, giving us second chance opportunities, and just having that live body out there. So I thought everyone that came in the game tonight did a great job of bringing whatever it is that they bring to the game. I thought they did a great job with that.
Bobby, especially the last 5, 6, 7 games or so, has really been scoring. You have a big impact of that all season, especially I said lately. You've done any adjustments or anything to kind of get him more involved?
No, I think a lot of it is managing the game. A lot of times, you got to put a defender on Dame. You got to put a defender on Giannis. Sometimes they go small and they put a smaller defender on and Bobby, and so you're just trying to look for ways to exploit some of the matchups, and it's tough. No one can guard Bobby down there. It's tough to guard him one-on-one. He has just great patience, know how to get low, knows how to use his strength and get to the front of the rim. He's hard to stop. So we just want to take advantage of all our we got great tools on, pieces on this team, and we want to use them all. And so, there was probably an area I had to dive a little deeper into, as far as we got Bobby down there, and we could use him, and Brooke, and a lot of times, I could probably do a better job of throwing Brooke the ball down there too, just based on the matchups.
Bobby said after the game that he feels that the team is playing with a lot of swag and confidence right now. How does it feel for you to hear one of your players say that, and is that something you would agree with? And how do you feed off of that?
No, obviously, I agree 100% as far as I think your swag comes from the defensive, approach. And I think early on, we were scoring the ball, but we were still trying to find our identity on the defensive end. But I think we're starting to – I always say you got to be strong on both sides of the ball. And I think a lot of times where our swag is starting, because we could score the ball, but now, we're finding ways to get stops. We're finding identity. I think guys know what each other's strengths are out there on the floor, and they're making a conscious effort to defend. I hear them talking in the locker room. I hear them talking in timeouts about getting stops. So that's really where your swag comes from, where you you can get a stop. When it means the most, when it counts the most. I think we're confident that our defense is starting to carry us.
I know it's tough for a team, for you to beat, not you specifically, any team to beat another team back to back, especially on their home court. I'm curious, does your approach change in any way in 2 days on Christmas Day with it being prime time and you trying to get a second one?
No, yeah, it's nothing changes as far as after every game. You take the good, you look at what you did well, and then you look at what you can do better. I know Tibbs, he's going to make his adjustments, going to watch the film. He's going to get them ready to play. It's a somewhat quick turnaround where we play in the same team. So it's just our job as coaches to again, prepare them, be the most prepared team that we can be. No, it's not going to be easy, right? But if you do the things that go on to win, you got a good chance. Again, I thought we rebounded the ball. We had a few turnovers there. You got to take care of the ball against them, but keeping them off the free throw line. I know Randall went 10 for 10, but I think overall, when Brunson's getting 10-plus free throws, they're hard to beat. So I thought we did the things that we needed to do, and we shared the ball on the offensive end. If you do those things, you put yourself in a good position.
We always talk so much about Giannis and Dame scoring. Just what does it mean for this team that they're willing to play the pass and unselfishly let their teammates shine?
Well, they're smart, they're intelligent, and you got to take what the defense gives you. There's times when, they're really good at reading coverages. They've been doing this for many, many moons. Dame has seen every coverage, and he's a master at reading, and he knows his options. He makes the right read. He's like a quarterback, and when teams are in a certain coverage, he has the ability to adjust, and same with Giannis. These guys are super intelligent. Chris, there's something I can't take credit for. A lot of times Chris will look at Giannis. They have just this unbelievable bond of communication just over the years. So, but it's fun to see them gelling together, and I feel like Dame is in that mix. You see Dame and Giannis. Dame hit Giannis on a couple rolls to the basket, so they're getting a great feel for each other. But it's not just one person. I just love how we're coming together as a unit.
You, just to follow on, Chris and Eric asked about Chris on and Dame and Giannis on the bench, but what about when the three are on the floor together? Because there hasn't been a lot of it, and you've been on the other side and seen Chris getting the best perimeter defender from the other team. So what do you see now in terms of what he can get with matchups and mismatches when those three are together?
Well, I think, again, these guys are smart players, and I wish I could take credit for it, but a lot of times, for instance, tonight, Chris saw a couple things, and Giannis saw a couple things. They started switching a couple of the pick and rolls on their own. All right, they're just ultra competitors, very intelligent. That's what makes us special. They're like coaches on the floor, and they're extremely coachable. If I have something, they roll with it, and when they see something, I trust them 100% on the floor. And I think that's what makes us a special unit, just the trust that we're building with each other.